This is the original Megatron, Walther P38, the Uncle set. They're in reference to Man from Uncle. Man from Uncle had a Walther P38 that had a barrel extension, a scope, and a stock. So you recognize this toy. Well, I don't know if you know, but this is a real P38, so called a P1. But you can see the size is not remotely the same. Here, let me move this out of the way. You can see how big this is compared to the toy gun. Now, for those of you not familiar with firearms, this is empty. There's no bullets in it. Okay, but when the gun shoots, this whole thing moves. Okay, so which makes this impossible. You wouldn't have a scope attached to the slide. It would reciprocate, and it would not be accurate at all. Yes, it's a toy, but it's based off a real gun. I had this. I forget where I got this from. A friend of mine. But it was custom engraved with the Decepticon logo, and it says "to punish and enslave." And I had this Walther P38, which was imported by PW in Redmond, Washington. But it has Walther Waffenfabrik P38 caliber 9mm Walther. So this is Cerakoting, or gun coat, to make it kind of silver looking like Megatron. And then this is UV printed, the Decepticon logo. The grip is actually an airsoft grip, because there was an airsoft company that made the Man from Uncle airsoft gun, and it fits pretty close to the real thing. A little modification, but not a lot. And then I had it modified with a real, well, it's not a scope, it's called a red dot. This is the actual, as far as I can tell, the actual scope that they use for Man from Uncle. It's by Bushnell. It's a little pistol scope. I don't know if you can see that. So the hold is like way out there, and there's a crosshair, and it's like 4x. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's like 4x. Anyways, this is the scope. You can kind of see the similarities. Right, these are for adjusting the elevation, the windage, moving the reticle up and down and left and right. I need to get somebody to make me a custom. I kind of want to change this out, because when I shoot it, this hits my hand. But yeah, I want this to be lower, and I need a block that this thing can bolt onto. But that's a project for another day. Next up, I don't have a lot of Transformer guns, but this little guy, FN Browning, or Browning in the cartoon. This was from the MicroChange series as well. It's just called Browning M1910, and it has this logo, FN. That stands for Fabrique Nationale. It's a Belgian company that John Moses Browning designed a whole bunch of guns, and he worked with, or FN hired him basically, like a designer, a consultant, whatever. Like, apparently his office, when he passed away, FN Herstal in Belgium sealed up his office, and like basically like it's a time capsule. Well, what's funny is, while this is smaller than this is actually bigger than the real FN Browning. This is colloquially called the Baby Browning. I got new grips that say FN. Normally it says Baby or Browning. Oh yeah, it says Baby right there. So a little inaccurate. Like, there's a safety here, but the safety is really here. But this is the FN Browning. There is no Browning that looks like this at all. This is the Baby Browning, the FN Browning. And this shoots a 25 ACP, little tiny baby bullet. But yeah, you can see it's way thicker in comparison, longer, and just way bigger.